there are three things that we've been learning from all of this work of bringing mindfulness to our people and building mindful leadership as a whole concept and working on that. The first is meeting people where they are, and we touched upon this today. Sometimes there are two camps on mindfulness. There's this camp which says that you cannot sell mindfulness short. I mean, it has so many possibilities of incredible depth and self-awareness and self-remembrance and people discovering who they really are and immense possibilities. And there's a camp which says that let's just position this as either a stress management technique or a productivity technique or a sleep management technique or whatever it is, and bring it to people, then we'll see. We are being, I would say, pragmatic about this. What we are doing is we are positioning mindfulness as a personal investment for our people, saying that, so all of our programs around this are opt-in. Nobody is asked to go to any of these programs. They can opt in, and we have tremendous amount of demand, so we're not worried about people not going for them. But people walk into this knowing that this is an investment they're making for themselves. We teach them foundational mindfulness meditation practices, which we think is important to build a capacity over a period of time. But we also pepper enough more in the moment tools and ways in which they can implement things in a much simple manner throughout their workday. And that seems to resonate a lot with our people. But while we do that, we leave the invitation open to go deeper for people who might choose to. And I think that balance is what we're playing with right now. And what we're seeing is as people get more exposed to some of the practices and see the results of some of these in their own day-to-day life, some of them do gravitate towards getting deeper into this and want to go for advanced programs and things like that. So that's been interesting to see. In fact, in the program that we ran in Europe, we had amazing statistics coming out of what people reported as changes that they are exhibiting in their own behaviors. So we had people reporting 30% increased focus on a day-to-day basis, 30% improved quality of sleep, 21% improved clarity of thinking, 23% better creativity. And these are all people who are extremely busy serving clients, traveling, and all of that. So they were able to integrate some of these practices and make some changes meaningful changes in their lives. So I think that gives us and the rest of our employees confidence that there is definitely something more here to investigate and continue to invest in. So that's number one. I think the second piece was that seeking out existing ambassadors, what we realized was that we have several closet mindfulness enthusiasts across our organization who were looking for a space for them to come out and actually talk about this. And they did come tumbling out as we opened up this space. So we really started with them to say that, and they formed an internal community which is actually creating more conversations about this and creating awareness about this. So there's a lot of value in figuring out who are your natural ambassadors of this and going through them to make this work. And the last piece is, I would not underestimate homeostasis. We all know human beings find it difficult to change, regardless of whether the change is good or bad for them. So we feel that this is a journey of decades, not quarters. So we are invested from that time horizon. And we are prepared for the long haul. I think some of the benefits of all of this work will come through as we spend some time with this. And we hire close to 80, 90,000 people every year. So that's a whole new segment for us to, as they enter the organization, for them to get onboarded in the space and with this kind of an environment. So we are investing heavily in all of that. And as I said, this is a journey well begun, far from over. In conclusion, all I would say is there's a tremendous opportunity here for all organizations to think about mindfulness and mindful leadership as a way to give people their present moment back, give them their attention back, have teams operate in a much more inclusive and a cohesive manner, unlock several pockets of productivity and performance which might be lying unused in all of your organizations. And I truly feel that this is not just an opportunity. I think it is an obligation that we have to our people to deliver this work to them, and that's what we are trying to do at Accenture.